In a world searching for gaming knowledge comes the man, the myth, a legend in his own mind, Critical. Welcome back, guys and gals. Critical here. Today I'm bringing you episode 2 in the Weapons of Subsistence. These are your mid-game weapons. Some of them were earlier, but they're basic. They're not the weapons you start off with, and it's going to be a while till you can possibly make them. The exclusion of that is probably your basic shotgun, but I still think it's a mid-game weapon, but it carries you for a long time. Alright, so the first one I want to look at is your Smith & Wesson 44. This weapon is pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and put up its damage numbers right now. I mean, it's a good weapon. It's not the best in the game, but it can fire pretty quickly and the reload isn't too bad. Now, the upgrades you can do to this weapon include the number of rounds, the clip size, but there's no clip. I think Colt Games needs to fix this because you can't add another cylinder to this weapon, so it really shouldn't have a clip size increase. Reload speed could be useful. I typically stick with this damage increases, but it could be useful for this weapon. Your basic shotgun. Click, click. This is my bread and butter. Upgraded to level 3, it'll take out just about any basic animal that you meet up in the world. From a distance, it doesn't do as much damage because it's a pellet spread. Close up, though, it can do some serious damage. Alright, so this is definitely something I always like to keep loaded, and it usually sits in hotbar spot number 3 for me. The STV, I'm saying that wrong, aren't I? Let me check this real quick. Make sure I'm saying it, because I was wrong. The semi-automatic rifle is STV, SVT. I think it's SVT. Oh, now I'm facing the wrong way. Let's try this again. There we go. This isn't a bad weapon. It's a long-range weapon, but there's no scope. If we get one, the hunters get one. You got to think about that. It does pretty good damage. Against something that has a hitbox in the head, fully upgraded, this weapon is really nice. If it doesn't have a hitbox in the head and you're just doing standard body damage, it's really not that good. So for long-distance headshots, this can be a really nice weapon. Not that you can't do a headshot with a regular pistol or even a bow and arrow, and I have done that before, which is really fun. This is probably your go-to weapon for headshots, but like I said, it's got to be something that you can really get a headshot on or it really doesn't work. Grenade. Okay, the grenade is one of those items that's kind of a weapon tool. It is, it's a weapon that you use in the heat of the moment. It's one of those things where you throw it into a room and you hope it does some damage. You use it to help break down doors if you need to, because it can do some serious damage to buildings and doors. But to people and animals, it's very situational, because it sits on the ground, so you're not going to get headshots with it. They have to be relatively close. If you have a large group of enemies in a tight area, it can be useful, but beyond that, it's not the greatest weapon in the world. I prefer to take these and put them on grenade-tipped arrows. That's my favorite use of them. Alright, and now to crafting of these items. This one requires weapon parts, which is why I seriously say this one is a mid-game. Because you either have to get lucky and find some of these in a lock crate, or have hunters turned on to get them. The shotgun uses basic stuff, but it is... You could say it's a early game weapon, I guess, based on its crafting, but getting shotgun shells can be really hard in the beginning, and it's not so feasible if you only have 4 or 5 shells to use this all the time. So I like to say mid-game, because then you have enough resources to craft your own ammo, or you have found enough ammo. Just how I see it. The rifle requires iron fragments. To get that, you have to have the forge, or you have a refinery, or you have to get lucky and find enough in a locked crate to be able to let you make this. Definitely why I say it's a mid-game. Plus, the ammo is a little scarce. Same with the 44. And if you've ever seen these weapons fired or ever heard them before, 44 sounds juicy. You gotta love that. Your standard shotgun pellet you see spread out there. All the little yellow dots on it's hitting. Your STV rifles, nice, decent, but that. And I said I don't want to waste the grenade. That is your mid-game weapons loadout, at least in my humble opinion. I hope you guys have enjoyed this content. If you have, drop a like, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Bye.